guys, good morning. Welcome back to the farm. It is a rainy, foggy morning this morning. We got chores to do. It's day 2 with goats, so we're excited to see how they did over the night. Jamie and I got the garage cleaned up a little bit, got our food moved over here, everything filled up. You see we got a bunch of feed stacked here. Non-GMO chick starter. That's not just for these guys. We're gonna leave these guys, the Bielefelders and our little Polish gang, we're gonna leave them inside today because it's gonna be a little bit chilly. But they're good, they got food and water. And look at this, we've got another brooder set up. Any idea what that's for? Yeah, we got more chicks coming. We've had some people wanting some meat birds, and we are low in our freezer. So we have ordered more meat birds. So we're gonna have them ready for those guys in 8 weeks. We've contacted Valley Farms Hatchery. They sent us out some real quick. Ryan, thank you. If you guys haven't ordered chicks anywhere, I would definitely check out Valley Farms Hatchery. Customer service is fantastic. But we got animals to feed. Looks like the kids have already been out and are playing with the goats, so let's go check out what's going on. Good morning, Brooklyn. Good morning, Isaiah. How's the goats doing?
They're doing good.
They're doing good. We put a pallet up in front of the door. Good morning, Frankie and Freddie. I forgot their names. Cow. Moo and who? Skitters. So they are doing well this morning. They went into their house last night and we put a pallet in front just to keep them in there and keep them safe in case anything came, because obviously they're not going to be able to defend anything off. But that's also the reason we've got the electric fence around to help keep any predators possibly that may want to try and get them in there. Moo and Skitters over here doing well. They've got their water, a little bit of grain if they need it, but they've just been browsing, eating grass, weeds. Looks like some pine needles too, so checking their water. Their water's good. We got a little bit of hay in there for them. My bucket to sit on when we come hang out here. So it looks like the goats are doing good. On day 2, let's see if Moo and Skitters will let me get a little closer. They're not running too fast, but they're not too fond of us yet. Maybe we'll have to catch them up and give them some pets today. But you can hear old Sassy and Rosie and everyone else waiting for me to feed them. So let's get going and feed them up. Let's go get Cupcake and Arnold fed. Good morning, Cupcake. Good morning, Arnold. You guys ready? So we've been trying to do a little less grain now that the grass is growing really well. They've been in here just over a week. We're getting ready to move them again, possibly get that done today. We'll just see what all happens, but you can see it's just those 2 spots that I talked about in the last couple videos, and they haven't even done any more to them. So let's get them some feed and we will get on with life here. Come on. Try to do about a cup apiece in the morning and at night. And they'll graze on the grass the rest of the day. Perfect, let's check their water. Alright, Americanas, all I do in the morning is check their feeder, make sure they got some feed in it, check their water to make sure they're good, and they just roam around the rest of the day. Sassy and Rose and Brooklyn has named these two. We got these two from Mr. Rick, two Polishes. That's Pancakes. Or is it just Pancake? That's just Pancake, and back there is Waffles. So those are the two Polishes. Let's get them some feed here. Sis, you want to grab a little bit of feed for the chickens? I'll get the pigs. Watch out, Pancake. There's Rosie. Just bring it over here. Wherever you want, where they can hear. I'll just take a little scoop. Oh, you got some in your hand? I'll just use this real quick. Here, chick, chick. Here, chick, chick. Pancake and Waffles, when they were living with Mr. Rick, they just ate with the pigs. So they're so used to just picking up the pig scraps. And we know we always never have wasted food. See if we got any eggs from them this morning. Checking in there, sis? All right. Here's a little A-frame where they sleep at night. No eggs in there yet. Maybe later, anything? All right, let's move on to the chickens. All right, the one thing I forget to do often, see if Roosty's gonna attack me this morning. We always put some oyster shell. Well, like I said, always. Well, this is grit. We got a little mineral feeder from the feed store, and we put grit and we put oyster shell. Ouch. We put oyster shell in with the chickens. Here, let me see that. And the oyster helps them with their eggs. The grit helps them digest their food. Looks like Roosty's gonna come after me. Maybe I'll get lucky, I don't know. All right. Oh. All right, good morning. Good morning back there. There's a little mineral feeder. We'll just fill half with oyster. The other half is grit. They have free choice at that. Feeder's still good till this afternoon. Thank you for the eggs. We'll see you later. And I didn't get attacked. Wow. Uh-oh. Maybe I spoke too soon. Kevin and Hazel and Boudreaux and Chubbs. We put this bigger water that we found in here just so they always have it. Normally they probably just swim in it and dunk their heads. But we've opened this back up to them because they've been wanting to get grass. We had an alley way back there to that last little pasture part we had them in, but they kept wanting to break out into this one. I didn't have the electric charge on the fence, so we've just opened it up now, and we'll move these guys soon as well. So let's get them fed. morning chores. Good morning, Chubbs. And we'll check and see if we got a call from the post office, see if our Cornish cross are in. Possibly today, maybe tomorrow, I don't know, but we're ready. All right, we're back out in the goat pen. It's day 2. Thinking about spoiling the goats and building them a little play bridge that they can crawl up and down on. Thinking about putting it right up at the top of this hill here. Good friend Steve took me and we got a bunch of pallets the other day, so I'm gonna try and build a little pallet bridge. See if the goats won't want to run up and down and play on it. So let's see, here's the old pig shelters we've been using before we got the new pig loos. Not sure what to do with these yet, but it's always good to have an extra shelter. Here's our pile of pallets. Let's go through these and find some pallets we can make a bridge out of. What I'm doing is trying to find the 3 pallets that are the same size. And I think I've got those. So I'm gonna try and build this in the goat pen. I think they'll stay out of my way. So I may be wrong, let's figure it out. Well, I've decided to do it over here by the barn because my extensions cords, I don't really wanna run them all the way out here. So we're gonna start with the platform right here. We're just gonna put 4 legs on it. I'm only gonna make it about 2 feet high. They don't need it to be super high, so let's get the legs and the platform built here really quick. So I got my platform done. I'm just gonna take these other 2 pallets and I'm gonna take off this end piece here and I'm gonna cut an angle in this 2x4 and try to slide them up into the pallet, and we'll see how that works. We'll do that on both sides, so we got a little troll bridge for the goats. Okay, we changed up the plans. Isaiah was trying to build a little something for the goats and he gave me an idea. I kept stealing his 2x4s. We just put a 2x4 in between the pallets. It's really tight up here, but you can see it's kind of up off the ground. If I have to trim a little off that 2x4 so the bottom sits down flat, we can do that. And then we're just gonna take, Jamie thought of this, we're just gonna take the extra pallet slats we pull off and we'll span them like this and they'll stick up a little bit, and that's good so the goats can grip onto those. We'll fill in all the holes all the way over. We're gonna take it apart for now. We don't have anything screwed in, and that way we can easily set it up in the goat shelter or the goat pen, and we won't have to lift this whole thing as one piece. So let's get that taken over to the goat pen and we'll have them a bridge by this afternoon. Okay, we got one side set up. I'm gonna show you how we're doing this just in case you wanna know. I've just got a regular 2x4. I've cut a notch out it to take some of this tension off when we set it down. So we're gonna take the 2x4, slide it in. We'll figure out exactly where we need it. And then we'll screw it in to the other one. Take the other one on the other side, same way. I'll put a screw in those, and we'll just lift up the other pallet, slide it on, and let it sit down. Okay, so it's easy, we got it on there. cut a bunch of slats. I don't have enough, obviously, but we're just gonna put those over all the gaps so the goats don't fall through when they go up there. And obviously it's enough to hold the goats since it holds the big goat. And we'll check it out when they're done, see if we can get them playing on there. Alright guys, quick morning project. Guess we're into the afternoon now. We've got them a troll bridge that they can run and get over. Pretty simple build. And Brooklyn also mentioned, what else is it good for?
Shade.
Yeah, some shade underneath. So pretty happy with it. Sure it won't be long before they're exploring. Who's this with the pink nose, sis?
Pink nose and white head is Frankie.
Frankie. Frankie's got the pink nose. Freddie's got a dark nose. And we're still trying to warm up to Moo.
Yes.
And
Skitters.
Skitters.
They have a darker nose too.
Oh yeah, so Frankie's the only one with the pink light nose.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. All right, guys, if you enjoy what you're seeing, we thank you guys for following along. And if you haven't already,
make sure you like, subscribe, and check us out on Instagram.
We'll check you guys out on the next video.